Hello, everyone. Hello, D. So I'm just trying to get myself semi-organized here. Semi-organized. Hello, Becky. Okay. So today we're going to do something kind of fun and something unique, something a little bit different. Hello, Marie. So first of all, hello, Beth. Thank you, D. I'm going to try to come and be live as much as possible. My new rig for my camera coming today. So just real quick, if there's anybody on here that does YouTubing stuff, these are the two things that I ordered that came today. First and foremost, this is the rig piece that actually attaches to my phone, and the rig that comes down from the ceiling attaches to this. Hello, Kara. And then I ordered this is a cord that will attach to my phone. It's a charging cord, but it's 20 feet long. So I won't have to worry about my phone having issues. Hello, Sandra. So those are two things that came today. Unfortunately, the other item, which is the actual rig, did not come. So we're still going to be a little bit shaky today. Hello, in Michigan. And sorry for all the crinkling. But first and foremost, thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart for your orders for the retirement sale. You guys rocked it. Rocked it. We still do have quite a few items left, thank goodness, because we were prepared this time for the retirement sale. But you guys, yes, Kara, I have to give a shout out to my staff. They filled, I want to say, close to 300 orders today. So they rocked it. And when I say rock it, I mean they rocked it. And I cannot say enough amazing things about my team. I'm very, very fortunate to have them. They are absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hello in Texas. Oh, good, Penny. Yeah, there are some orders, anything that came out or that came in after, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 o'clock. They weren't able to print those orders. But like I said, your orders are all going out as quickly as we can as they come in. Because again, like I said, I had no idea that you guys were going to order everything that you did. So that's very, very exciting. And I thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart, because it means a lot to me that you guys, some of you guys... Hello, can you guys still see me? Oh, okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. Can you guys see me? Okay, you can see me. Good. I think you can see me. Hello. Whew. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to using this set, because I've been inspired to use this again. And I'm using it a lot lately because I just love this stamp set. Hello in Kentucky. And the sun is starting to set in my studio, so we may lose super crazy light right now, but or we might lose super awesome light. So just bear with me. The lamps, the new studio lighting will be set up tomorrow too. When you guys see me go live tomorrow, you're gonna be like, "What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on?" So I'm gonna start with the Butterfly Sentiments 2.0. And I'm sorry I did not have time to do links for you guys today. Just the Brutus Monroe link is below. I apologize. It was just a little too crazy of a day. It was either come and do live, or come and hang out with you guys, or do do the setup for you guys. So I think that you guys will like the live a little bit better than waiting for me to do the setup. So thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down a piece of our watercolor paper. This is the Brutus Monroe watercolor paper. Yours will already be cut down. I keep mine in large sheets. It just works better for me that way, because then I can be messy. But most of you are much more precise than I am, so yours doesn't have to be super scaled down. Or yours can be scaled down, I'm sorry. So I'm going to cut this to 4 4 by, let's just say 5.5, because we're going to cut it down even further. We're going to cut it down even further for what we're going to do for the finished card, which we may very well and hopefully complete in this broadcast. So I'm going to take my Misty, and this is a tool that no guy or gal, I personally believe, should be without. And I'm going to go ahead and use the bar magnet, which hopefully we'll get these bar magnets back into our store soon, because so many of you guys have been emailing saying, bar magnets, please. And we're trying to get them back in as quickly as possible. They've been sold out for a while, even from my dear friend Ileana, who is the creator of the Misty. So let me go ahead and pop that down there. So I'm going to pop that down. And a lot of you guys asked about using the tags. So if you guys are not familiar with the surface sprays, this is what they can do. So I'm going to use this on my card front today, which I think is going to be super cool. I'm going to do a black card base. And you guys can see the mess that's on my desk. If you guys could see the mess that's continuing on my desk, you guys would be like, what is happening? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp these down, and I'm going to actually use the Brutus Monroe embossing ink again, which is right back here. I actually had to look on the monitor to figure out where it was. So I'm going to use the embossing ink, and I'm going to use something a little bit different. Again, shaky, shaky, shaky. I apologize. The shaking will not exist after tomorrow, thank goodness. Now I'm going to use a product that's fairly new to Brutus Monroe. A lot of you guys, I believe, have this because you've told me that you've ordered it, but this is the Rainbow Sparkle Embossing Powder. Rainbow Sparkle Embossing Powder. One of my absolute favorite things. The paper I'm using today is our watercolor paper. Our watercolor paper. Yep. Thank you, Kara. So let me just, the Brutus Monroe embossing ink is oil-based and not a sticky one. And let me just move this up just a little bit just to make sure. It won't dry completely until you put something on top of it. Now you just want to gently press. Gently press. Hello, Georgia. Do not give it CPR. It does not need CPR. But you should be able to see where that is at on the watercolor paper. Do you see that? I'm hoping you can see it. It's hard to see on watercolor paper. It's kind of... Use embossing ink and 2 embossing powders. What colors would you suggest? If you're going to order the embossing ink, I would say if you're going to order just 3, definitely get the Raven, because you'll use that a lot on black surfaces, because it's a really, really good dark embossing powder. And I would do the Alabaster. I would do the Alabaster. Those are my go-tos. Those are my go-tos. But, again, it's going to depend on who you're talking to, because the Rainbow... oh no, I forgot to put the embossing buddy on here. Hold on. Let me see if I can tap. Oh, it's not gonna. Oh, fiddlesticks. I forgot to put the embossing buddy on here, and there's so much static in here. So luckily there's 2 sides to a piece of paper, so let me wipe that off, and we'll just stamp the other side. I completely forgot to use my embossing buddy, which I forget all the time, and I'm sure you guys probably forget to use it a lot too. If you're like me. So I'm just going to flip over the cardstock, and let's just wipe down. Soon enough, I'm going to, and I don't know how, but I will not rest until I figure out a way to make the embossing buddy rememberable, or make it so you can remember it. So let me go ahead and pop this back here. Let me put my Rainbow Sparkle Embossing Powder back in the thing, because we're going to use it again. And I'm actually going to stamp this twice, because it is watercolor paper. So because it's watercolor paper, I'm going to stamp it twice, because it's going to soak up a lot of the embossing, if that makes sense. I might even stamp it 3 times. It's going to soak up a lot of that embossing ink. Because that's what watercolor paper is made to do, right? It's made to suck up a whole bunch of our own really cool, really unique properties. So that one is much, much better. So let's close this up, and let's grab our little cleaning vestibule here. And then I'm going to take the rainbow embossing powder again, and this time we should fare a little bit better because I don't have a ton of fingerprints on it. There we go. Much, much better. Oh my goodness, it's a world of change. Okay. And again, with a really good embossing ink, you should be able to flick your paper and all of your embossing powder should not fly off. I did not remember this time, Jordan. I did not, but I don't have my embossing buddy here. I put a reminder note on top of my embossing ink. Oh, yes. I did not remember this time, but it's because it's not here. I looked around, and I was hoping you guys won't notice. I looked around, and it's not sitting here. So I'm going to heat up my tool, my heat gun, and then I'm just going to heat up this embossing powder, and I'm going to show you how gorgeous it becomes once it's heated up, because it becomes even more glittery because the powder that's in it is a clear embossing powder, and then it has the beautiful rainbow glitter in it, and I'll show you what that does. As soon as it heats up, or as soon as it gets melted, the glitter shows through beautifully. I mean, it's incredible. So let me show you what that looks like now while we give it a second to dry. So look at that beautiful glitter, those butterflies. Now this, in my opinion, would be done. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty enough to be done. But we're going to take it one step further because remember, we're doing some surface ink watercoloring. So I'm going to pull from the colors that are here. So I'm going to start with some of the rouge. And actually, let me shake this up first. You can refill the embossing buddy with cornstarch baby powder. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. That's what I refill mine with. Cornstarch baby powder. So I'm going to start with some rouge. And then I'm going to grab some of the Oz. I'm just going to place it right here on my Brutus Monroe craft mat. Remember to grab yourself a Brutus Monroe craft mat if you don't already have one, because I promise you, you will never use another craft mat again, or a different craft mat again, excuse me. And now I'm going to, hold on one moment, grab my water brush. Yes, cornstarch baby powder. It's my favorite. So you don't want to use regular baby powder, the cornstarch baby powder. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water here. Just a little bit. And remember, you can watercolor with these surface sprays. Becomes a liquid watercolor. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Let me zoom in a little bit here. There we go. And then I'm just going to begin painting at the bottom this time. And wait till you see what happens. Because you know me, I like a messy watercoloring. So I'm going to go halfway up this way with it as well. I hope you guys are seeing what's happening. Now I'm going to take my paper towel, squeeze out some of that liquid. Just be very gentle if you're going to squeeze your water brush, because remember, they don't like to be squeezed. They like to naturally release the water. And then I'm going to blend these two. So hopefully you see what's happening here. And let those two blend together naturally. That's okay. Yes, it's a really big mat. I mean, you can see, you can't see it all on screen here because it's a big one, but again, I mean, I use it for everything, really, for everything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down and I'm going to grab my paper towel, and I'm just going to dab, dab, dab where these butterflies are. Release a little bit of the pigment, and then actually I'm going to go back in, because you see how little I'm putting on here? I know, it's showing that it's blurry. It's weird. It's blurry on my end too. Hello, Sue. I didn't know you were here, my friend. I'm hoping it's getting less blurry. I don't know why. It's very weird. I don't know why. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of the rouge. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to focus on the butterflies. Okay? Focus on the butterflies. So go on in and work solely in the butterfly area. Okay? And again, we're going to start down at the bottom of this one. Work on that. And then grab some of the rouge. And do you see how little I had to use? It's unbelievable how little you have to use. Then bring some of the rouge. And again, this is your own personal preference. You can do, create your own ending. Do whatever you would like. But again, the more water that you add, the more of a really different, cool technique you're going to see. And it's going to let those butterflies really show through. Okay. And then I'm going to do very quickly, I'm going to grab my paper towel and I'm just going to run it over top. You see what I'm doing? I just run it over top really quickly and then I lift. And look at how beautiful that looks. I'm hoping it's not super blurry, but you can see now how beautiful you can see the insides of those butterflies. It looks like you did some really fancy, really technical technique. Yes, and it doesn't get muddy. Do you see how those two work together? Isn't that cool? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down now. And I just think it's super pretty because it just makes it, it makes it kind of, it's avant-garde. It's almost like, how did they do that? Whoops, hold on. Before I get surface spray on everything, because I have been known to do that. Let's go ahead. Hello, Tracy. So let's go ahead and cut this panel down. You just want to make sure to be able to stick with the look of the loose, beautiful watercoloring. You want to cut it away from. The. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay. I don't know, there must be issues with YouTube because it's blurry on my end too. I mean, I could see it perfectly right now on my phone screen, but I cannot see it perfectly. On the computer screen. So hopefully it gets a little better. So now I'm going to grab a piece of the Raven cardstock because you guys know I have an unruly obsession with doing black card bases. The dimensions of the butterflies. Okay, so luckily I have a handy dandy ruler. The butterflies are roughly, not metric, Christopher. Each one is like this butterfly here is 1.5 inches. This one's about 1.25 inches. This one's 1.25 inches, and this one is about 1.5 inches, and that's wingspan. Okay, wingspan. So they're all under 2 inches, but they're a really nice size for the card making. So I go ahead and grab a piece of Raven cardstock. You guys know my love for the Raven cardstock and love for the black bases. 4.25. So we'll cut it in half. And there goes my heat gun again. Can't wait till my shelf gets put up. Okay. So there we go. And I'm just gonna fold. Actually, let's score this. Why not? I like scoring our paper because it is 100-pound base weight. So it just makes for a better card base, I think, personally. But again, it's all up to your own personal preference. And I always score right here in this channel. Oops. Don't go off to there, Christopher. Okay. Score right in your channel at 5.5. And there is your perfect card base. I always say to score, I mean, honestly, just score away. And then this will be perfect for the 4 by 5.25. So again, think of your card bases as your, or think of your tags as, pieces for card bases. And I'm sorry it's so blurry. I apologize, everyone. So So we'll do 4 by 5 1/4 and cut this beautiful tag down. Cut this beautiful tag down, and then look at this. Look, how easy was that? How simple and easy is that? So now we're just going to take our favorite ThermoWeb adhesive. First, take off the training wheel, as I call it, which is so that you don't adhesify something you don't want to adhesify. And then add your layer to the front. Actually, let's flip this around. And it's such a good heavy base weight, this tag. So I'm gonna pop that off of there, and then I'm going to take some of my 3D foam squares. Let me grab those. Okay. And I'm going to use the smaller ones on this one. And I don't know why my computer just went to sleep. I feel like everything is going against me for this live tonight. Okay, so if you're chatting, sorry, I can't see it right now because my computer just shut off for some reason, or it just went really dim, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me see something here. I'm not sure, but it went really dark. So if you have a MacBook Air, and if it's ever gone completely dark on you, let me know what happens, because mine just went completely dark. Like, I can still see my mouse, but I don't know. So I can't see you chatting, so I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and also, just as a heads up, I have this on my notes next to me as I'm playing around with my computer. If you are picking up the embossing folders, because the embossing folders are $1 right now, make sure to grab some of the Renia foil, because the Renia foil is also on sale, and I think that is the best thing, really, to emboss with. So I would pick up some of that Renia foil as well, just so you know. All right, so I'm just going to push down all my pop dots. And again, the retirement sale goes until this upcoming Friday, or while supplies last. Whichever one comes first. Okay, and I'm going to peel off the back of these, which I always dread because I don't have fingernails to do so. So let me try to peel them off while you guys are all watching and probably saying, Christopher, it's going to take you forever to get those off of there. Okay. I think it's because my computer was plugged in. That's what the issue is. That was the issue. Oh my goodness, and look how clear it is now. Look at how clear it is now. Can you guys see it much clearer now? My goodness. Looks much clearer for me. Thank you, Kijo. I like to think that I come on at good times as well. I can't wait for you guys to... Sorry for us. Will you be making new sprays in your new colors? We will, Lori. We will. It's coming soon. I can't wait. Can't wait. All right, this is gonna... Wish I had my tweezers, which I don't, so I'm gonna live on the edge here. It's okay, you can ask a question that's been asked 45 times before. I love answering questions. Oh, good, Catherine. Yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been placing orders while I'm live. I really, really appreciate that. You guys always seem to place really, really, really fantastic, fantastic goodie bundles, I'll call them, when I'm live. So I I really appreciate that. I really appreciate, and make sure again, if you guys have not seen the retirement sale yet, make sure to go take a look at that retirement sale. Oh, hello, Angela. Good, you made it. So I'm just gonna peel off. This is my last one, I promise, because I'm just gonna be sitting here chit chatting with you while I'm peeling the backers off of these foam squares, because again, I don't have nails, so it's tends to be a little bit more difficult for me. So I'm going to place this right on the side here. You don't have to offset yours. You can put yours right smack dab in the middle if you'd like. Wait, let's see. Is it possible to pay for the embossing subscription ahead of time? I made my first order from the sale, but I want to make sure I budget right and won't lose out on the powders. It is, Kijo. Are you in the US? I can't remember if we talked about this before. If you're in the US, just give Heather a call tomorrow, and I'll show you, or the phone number. I don't have a pen. Oh, yeah, I do. Here's our phone number. You can give Heather a call tomorrow, and she'll make sure to take care of that for you. Watching kind of show. Oh my goodness. I'll have to call him tonight. I'll have to call him tonight. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. That's our phone number at the office. Oh my goodness, they're away. I'm gonna have to call him tonight. I'm gonna call him tonight. Or at least text him, because he's probably not in the right frame of mind to chat. But I'm gonna text him at least. So there we go. There is the. I saw remembering Maya, and I was like, oh no, oh no. So I will just send my condolences. I'll probably send them some flowers. But yeah. So just you can call this number here. I think the feed is a little bit behind, but you can call this number here. And my feed is behind. I don't know if your feed will be behind. Oh no, your feed is mine needed to update. So call this number, and well, I appreciate them, Georgia. Ken and I kind of grew up in this industry together. If you guys remember, we used to have a group called Two Guys in a Cricket, and they're very special to me, so I'll have to reach out to them. So, but yeah, so this is the finished card. You can add, of course, a sentiment on the inside of it if you would like, which I would most likely do. But I just think this is so pretty, so unique, so different. You guys know that I like to do very different, very funky things. So I hope you enjoy this. I am going to head off because I want to make some arrangements to send some things to Sean and Ken again, because they are very dear friends of mine. I did not realize that they're pup hair. As you know, Brutus or no, we are very, 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 very considerate of pups, of course, because our company is named after one. So that is the project for tonight. Again, like I said, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow with the new camera rig on the ceiling, so it won't be shaky, and you'll see much more of my desk, which I cannot wait. And we're going to do some coloring on some glitter stock tomorrow. So just so you guys are aware, tomorrow I'm releasing something very special. It's a special kit that is going to be everything you need to do the glitter stock tutorial that I'm doing tomorrow evening. Now, what I will say is I'm not going to release it until I go live from my home tomorrow. So if you just happen to find it on the website, I am not going to be upset if you get it beforehand. But just so you know, there is going to be a really, really cool kit tomorrow that's going to give you everything you need to create exactly what I'm creating. And just so you have a heads up, it includes alcohol markers in the kit. That's what I'll tell you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There are alcohol markers in the kit. So if you are, well, the thing that's so funny about that, Angela, actually, I just had a conversation with someone today about that is, I had a conversation with my team and we were talking about all different kits and things like that. And the problem is not every kit that we have is for everyone. And of course, I appreciate so much that a lot of you guys we do. Good, Tracy. That is one of the things that's one of the surprises for tomorrow. But the since we not every kit's not for everyone, we have to try to do as many varieties of kits as we can. So if you're one of our awesome customers that buy every kit, that's fantastic. But there are some of you that don't necessarily want the surface spray kit or don't want the simple blend kit. Although the simple blend kits were gone in like 2 seconds, I feel like. But yeah, Enchanted Rose is what we'll be using for tomorrow. I can't wait to see it. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of life. I adore each and every one of you. I can't wait. Yeah, just watch the beginning. Watch the beginning later, Belinda. Thank you all so much for your orders. You have no idea. Oh my goodness. I apologize for yawning. I think it's I think it might be an early night for me. I want to thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of. That's okay, Tracy. I can't wait to see all of you guys very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and remember to always create your own ending. Goodbye, my friends.